Hey guys, good morning. So today I'm going to be doing an October garden tour. So I think I'm just going to have this one video of the backyard and the front yard. I don't know if you can see my breath, but it's a little bit chilly out here and I do have some sandals on. So my feet might get a little cold, but I don't want to wear shoes and socks because I know they'll just get wet, because this time of year the grass is always wet. But things are looking really beautiful. You can see my hanging baskets still look really great and I absolutely have loved them. I'm always sad when they go. Our water got turned off a couple weeks ago, or maybe like 10 days ago or something, so I've still had to hand water some of the things in the yard, especially the pansies and violas that I have planted. But for the most part, we've just been relying on the rain, and it's supposed to rain again this weekend. So I know some of the annuals are going to be looking tired, and they're going to be even more tired after this weekend. So I'm going to be doing a lot of fall cleanup. But today we're just going to walk around and show you what's amazing in the garden, and it's really feeling like fall, and so I'm excited to share it with you. And for some reason in the morning, the traffic just really echoes. I'm not sure why, but I wanted to get it done this morning because I know I'm going to be gone tonight. So hopefully you guys can hear me without too many background noises. But we have a few things on our porch, a few dead mums, and that's okay. We need to clean those up. But like I said, my hanging baskets have been really great. And we did pot up these pots and they're doing really great too. Let's get a closer look at these. So we have our gorgeous violas here. Look how cute. Those are going to be so fun in the springtime and all winter, and they've really thickened up quite a bit. And then we have some pansies over here. I'm going to be lifting these and showing you to them because sometimes they're hard to see. So we've got some peeking out. I have been coming in here and just kind of pinching. Next week we'll be in the 60s as well, and so I think they'll even put on more growth. And here's this one. One last look at our gorgeous hanging baskets. Oh, so pretty, especially with the fall leaves in the back. And then here's this one that gets probably the most sun, and it's looking really beautiful. I love these pansies, and they're so perfect with this dark heuchera. Kind of moody, but also kind of spring. And I love the dark, giving it that contrast. So those will be really fun this winter, and I'll keep you updated on those. And let's take one last look at these baskets because they won't be here in November. And the sun's just coming up. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Earlier you could see the fall leaves on the trees in the mountains, but they've since fallen. We've had quite a bit of rain, record-breaking rain actually, after a record-breaking drought this summer. So it's been kind of interesting, but look how beautiful it is. With the trees that are yellow in the background. Oh, it's just my favorite in the fall. Love it with the blue spruce trees. We'll get an upper view here of the garden. Pansies are down there. We'll get a closer look. The boxwoods are trimmed up, and so everything's just looking a little more tidy. My son and husband came and worked and mowed and edged, and so everything looks really nice. So let's go down there and take a closer look at everything. And then before we go down, let's take a look at the autumn blaze maple. So glorious. I love this tree so much. I do have to give it quite a bit of iron here in our area. And it's not quite as vibrant as it was last year because it was so dry, but it's looking gorgeous. I absolutely love this tree. And one more look here. We have the river birch trees that are here and there and here. And then we have the honey locust tree in the back, which is yellow. Is it too cold? Do you want to go inside? Okay, let's go down the steps. As you can see, I always think about getting rid of these knockout roses and just putting something else here, but then they do this and they're so pretty. And I love them with the white swan marigolds. It's been one of my favorite annuals this year, and I will definitely be planting them from seed again this year. I think I got them from Johnny's Seeds or Eden Brothers, but I've ordered more already. In fact, I ordered quite a few seeds. I'll probably go over what I bought in a video soon if you guys are interested in that. But that is one that I picked up again. They're looking tired because we've had a few nights down at like 38 degrees, but they've held up so well. I gave them a good cut back midsummer, which was perfect for them, and then they just spring back to life. So really, really pretty. Love the red that these knockout roses are bringing. Just so pretty. I think we're just going to spend a lot of time looking at everything together because that's what's really glowing out here instead of just individual plants. And then another fun project I had this month was planting up this Vanderwolf pine, and it is so pretty. I love it. I'm hoping I can get it to survive. I've been watering it pretty good. It's in full sun, and look how beautiful these are, you guys. Oh my goodness. These are so stunning, especially this yellow. It's really golden and it just pops. And next to this tree, it's just so beautiful. So I have loved these so much. Look at them with the sun on them. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite things is walking by this pot because I think it's just so beautiful, and I'm so glad I took those annuals out and planted something that I'm going to be able to enjoy for months. Okay, let's go down here. The zinnias are looking really tired, but that's been a favorite of mine this summer too. And let's take a look at the pansy. You can see that we do have some color. I have some kind of creamy yellow and then some violas that are purple and yellow. So you can just see little pops of color, which has been fun. I have been coming out here and watering these because we haven't had rain for about a week, but we will be getting more rain. So I'm just making sure, especially here in Utah, if you plant pansies, you need to make sure you're watering them so they don't dry up. They can be a little dry, but we've had days in the 60s consistently, and I just want to make sure that they are going to last and flourish. And then over here, I need to take these inside probably tonight. My geraniums that I cut way back, looking gorgeous, soaking up the last days, but it's time to go inside and I'll be able to enjoy these all winter. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. And then let's come and look at these little pots. I love that I planted these up, and they're going to be fun in winter. I think I just love them on both sides of those steps right there. And these pansies have been pretty too. I love those deep colors. Really fun. They've really bushed up quite nice in this container. And here's some more. Oh, so pretty. Love this one. It's already starting to get a little golden because it's been a little cooler at night. Look at that. Perfect color for autumn and Christmas time. So love it so much in that deep purple. How clean that looks with the boxwoods. So fun. Nice to have that cleaned out and just fresh. And then over here we have a few of our specialty Japanese pansies trying their best. I think they're gonna survive, these two. And then these are so pretty. I have a few more of these in a pot out back that I'm gonna plant in here in these spots where these other Japanese pansies died, but that will be fun to have in the spring. This got all trimmed up too, so it's looking really nice. Let's do another pan before we move on. I love when the sun shines on these yellow trees because it just looks so beautiful and vibrant, and especially when it reflects on the stream, and we will go look at that. This area is looking a little messy. I'm ready to come in here and pull out all the annuals and just have it look fresh and clean. I do like the leaves on the ground though. Oh, it just makes me happy. And this tree is really beautiful. This is a flowering pear, I believe. And then here it's looking like fall too with my spirea turning this red. I need to come in and move all my cement decorations inside too. But I love this pop of this dianthus, really pretty next to the peonies. And I love how the peonies take on this look in the fall. Really pretty. Pretty soon I'll be able to cut those back. And I cut back the Rudbeckia and they flushed back, which was really fun too. So always make sure to cut those back because you will get more blooms. And those evergreens are really pretty. Next spring I'll put a few more in here. And see the duck down there? Just flew down the waterfall. Let's walk up here. Not too much to see. I do want to show you my pansies though, and violas that I put here. They're doing great. They are getting munched on something, but that's okay. It's the end of the season. I'm not going to come kill anything. The cold will take care of that pretty soon. So pretty. And ajuga just looks nice year round. One of my favorite ground covers ever. And my hydrangeas are giving us that nice glow. Love this. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? Look at that. So pretty. It definitely feels like fall. this hydrangea as well. And the pansies and violas that I have down here are filling in nicely. It would be fun to have that update in spring. But yeah, spireas are amazing. I love how red and orange they turn in the fall. Lots of beautiful color out here. Let's take a look at this bed before we move along the creek. It's about time to pull some of these, but they're still looking great. I'm going to leave these in as long as I can, these begonias, because they're just adding that pop of white in the garden that really makes such a huge difference. Love that. Lots of different color with the heuchera. Heuchera is amazing. It's a plant that I planted quite a bit last year, especially in this area, and I just love it because it gives you this beautiful carpet of color. And I'm going to add a little more height in here as we go, but it's just amazing to have that underneath on the floor. All those different colors, like the red, that's the red rover. This one, which I can never remember the name of, but it's just so stunning, and it turns a little bit orange this time of year. It's usually in the summer it's more green like this, but then it gets this hint of color in the fall. So pretty next to the red rover. I mean, look at that. Love it. And then my violas that I planted are freaking adorable. Planted some evergreens in here too. One here, and then another over here, this mugo pine, and that's going to be a nice filler for those spaces. Maples have dropped their leaves, and we have a beautiful blanket of leaves, which I absolutely love. So pretty. Need to come in and clean them up soon, but I like to enjoy them for a little while. And the sumac, I believe that's what it's called, changes that beautiful red-orange color too over that waterfall, and it's just amazing. I love fall, as you can tell. Creek's a little bit lower right now. A few leaves sprinkled in there just makes me happy. These zinnias are getting a little tired in the salvia, but still giving us a little color. Let's walk around the creek now. Hopefully that sun's shining on it enough to give it that glow. But the willow tree that we trimmed up, and now we can see a little bit more of the creek from this angle, and it's so much better. So fun to walk through this with the yellow birch trees. I do have to treat them for borers, and I bought some stuff to do it. Oh, hi, Ducky. I bought some stuff to do it, but I forgot to do it this spring. So I'm gonna make sure to do it this coming spring, because I just want them to last. They do a little better in our area with that, but they still, I think, have some issues, so I'm definitely going to treat those. But they're just some of my favorite trees. They're getting quite a bit of growth on them too. Eventually we're just kind of going to cut away these olive trees as those grow. And then I think we have a bloom. Yes, pretty blooms. This James Austin rose. So fun. Okay, we're just gonna walk through here. Everything's getting tired. The hostas are turning yellow, which gives us those pops of yellow. And you can see the glow on the creek. Just really, really pretty. But I feel like I need to add a little bit of red interest for next year, just so I can have a little bit of that. So maybe some heuchera. I mean, we do have some red in there with some heuchera, the black cherry, but I want something a little brighter, a little more poppy. The ferns we planted are doing great. And yeah, let's just look at everything, take it all in. Look how gorgeous. The asters blooming, that really struggled, so I didn't think I was gonna get any blooms, but we got some. Just take a look at this as we walk. Look how golden that is. Oh my goodness. cute little ducky staying here with us. Oh, so pretty, you guys. I don't even think this video does it that much justice, but wow, I just love walking through here, especially in the mornings and the evenings when the sun is just so warm and those trees are bright. It's just amazing. I'll get a view on the other side as well. Got a few plants still blooming down here. The geraniums are still going strong. This hydrangea is giving us some color. I'm going to plant something different here next year because that just really struggled, but not too many plants growing over the edge. The mizu is just barely starting to, so next year I'm going to have a little bit of a different plan. Love that mizu. Love the proven winners better because I feel like the leaves are a little more broad and these are a little more tight on this brand, so I'll make sure to get proven winners next year. And then we had some more Lysianthus blooms. Let's go look at those. The status is still looking gorgeous. One of my favorite plants and such a good filler. Definitely don't need to plant as much next year. And then coming up the stairs, the sun's kind of out now, so it might be a little hard to see this. I might insert some video with it in shade a little bit later, just so you can see it better, because I don't think this is gonna do it justice. But adding those pumpkins really helped out a lot in here. Just really made a big difference. Definitely what it needed. The red rover is so pretty with these black viola, and then some of these kind of burgundy red pansies. Really pretty. Look at the frost on them. Love that. Wow, so pretty. The peach tree always offers a little bit of color too, which is nice. Let's take a look at the Lysianthus one more time, because it was one of my favorite cut flowers this year. It's looking a little sad, but look how pretty. I ordered more of those too, more of those seeds, so that will be fun. Hydrangeas always look a little sad this time of year. You know, we're gonna keep them for a few more years, see how they do, but they always end up looking brown and burnt. But they do add to that autumn feel with the brown. They definitely shine more in spring and summer, not so much in fall. Let's take a look at the whole shed with all our fun autumn flowers and pumpkins. Looking really festive. Love looking out here at this. Look how pretty. Love all the colors on that. It's been such a fun pot, especially with this grass in here. Loved that. Take a closer look at these. And look how gorgeous that pink mum is. I love that little pop. And the peppers lasted a little longer than I thought they would. Look how big these pansies are. They're huge. And let's take a closer look at this one. Doesn't get quite as much sun, but you can see the colors a little bit better on here. So pretty. I'm not sure how long I'm going to leave this. I do want to put some bulbs in here, but for right now, I'm enjoying it. Okay, let's move along here. Here's the honey locust tree. I think it's a shade master, but I'm not exactly certain. Love that tree though. And the sunflowers are still giving us that pop of yellow with the purple aster, which is kind of fading. It was really, really pretty. And I love those peeking out. I think I'll do those again next year. I might plant them a little bit higher. I just have loved that, even though they didn't get really huge because it's a little bit shady. And then a view of the creek this way. Is there anything else here to see? I did want to check on this plant over here to see if it's given me any berries or anything. It's supposed to turn red, so it is. It's starting to. Just a little bit. So that'll be fun when that turns completely red. Hopefully that's soon. Just a little show of what's to come. That's a Catoni aster. Did I say it right? I seem to always say it wrong. I wanted to show you too, I also do love that on Use you get these berries. They're poisonous, I think. Don't eat them. And my dog doesn't eat plants, so I don't worry about that, but it's so cute. Makes me think of Christmas though. I'm not quite ready for that yet. That's it for the back. Let's go ahead and move towards the front. The side yard's looking a little tired where all my garden beds are. Hollyhock's still doing great. Got lots of tall blooms out of it. Didn't stake it up, just kind of let it go wild. And next year we're gonna have a lot of hollyhocks back here, which I'm actually really excited about. I'll probably pull these out in front. We'll see. Everything's looking tired and they got hit with a little bit of cold. I need to just come and clean this out. That's my big day. I'll come and clean out a lot of the dahlias and save most of them. There are a few that I'm going to be getting rid of. Raspberries are done. It's just a little cold, but look at how amazing the roses are right now. The Molino always gives us amazing blooms. And then the Anwick rose. I just hope we can get another week at this because look how many buds there are on this. Please just give us a little bit longer because they're just barely starting to open up. And I love how these look like peonies when they start to open. Really pretty. I need to come and do some rose care this fall. Look how wild this one gets. This is Tranquility. And then at Gabriel Oak, I think they got a little cold last night, but we've got some more blooms on here. So pretty. And then the Lilas rose is about to open a little few more buds too. Love this lavender rose. Purple, it's so stunning. Next year, I think it'll be even bigger and better. Move these daylilies here. I think they'll be fine. They don't look too hot, but I think they'll be fine. Look at the frost on the grass. My toes are cold. The Lamium. Look how great this ground cover is. Gets a little tired here in the summer, but it's just still blooming. I just love it. A few Eustacia Vi blooms. This one's almost done. Yep. But we'll get a few more off of that hopefully too, because next week it's going to be in the 60s too. Not much else to see in here. Need to come in and pull things out. We do have some more scepter dial blooms coming. Love this with the salvia. Doing that again next year. And then looking this way, it's feeling very fall this way as well. Love it so much. This looks so much better cleaned out, just having the grass and the mizu. And then we have still some flowers going, the roses you can see through here, which is really fun. And then all these gorgeous pansies. I've actually loved the color variety here. I was a little bit worried about it, but I actually love it. This one is probably my favorite one, especially for this time of year. But yeah, lots of different varieties. We'll get a little closer look at all of these. The boxwoods are trimmed, so that's really fun. Let's look at all these a little closer. Yep, those are definitely my favorite for this time of year. They've got an interesting like peachy champagne color. So that's fun to have a little switch up, something a little different than I had in here all summer. And then the Halloween porch, which you guys saw, hopefully, in one of my last videos. Didn't turn out quite as elaborate as I wanted it to be, but it does the job. I think it still turned out pretty fun. I think I will come in and put more sticks in there and go find some more. But one of my absolute favorite things is this Pottery Barn plant stand. Love it, especially with this black pot because it looks kind of like a cauldron. So that's been great too. It's fun at night as well. You can check out that video to see all of that. then these orange pansies and the black violas. Didn't quite get as big as I wanted them to. Next year I'll remember to plant them a little bit sooner. It's a good thing to remember. Okay, let's go and look at this one last garden bed. The boxwoods are looking nice and tidy, and then we'll be done. See the frost on the ground? It's really chilly. Not quite freezing, but we're almost there. Love the look that the hydrangeas give out here in fall. So pretty, and I actually really love the look of this. This is my Starry Night hibiscus, and I've never had it bloom so long. This is still going. There's still buds. They're not quite opening all the way, but look how many more buds I have to come, and it's the end of October, so that's insane. But I love the fall color that this gives too. This bed's cleaned out. I have those daylilies moved, and it just looks a lot cleaner and nicer. And then the hydrangea there, giving that gorgeous color. So yeah, that feels like fall, doesn't it? And the hostas yellow, which I love. Love it, love it. Especially with the blue tree. These are so pretty. I think they're supposed to more look like this. But they get a little brown and crispy here in our area. I'm going to keep giving them a chance though, because I do think they do add quite a bit. You guys, there's so many planes out here. They're all lined up. They're coming one right after another. And I'm glad that I left that Angelonia, because that does add a little bit more through here. So that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure am enjoying all the color and all the fall leaves, and yeah, it's just nice to be getting into all the holidays. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.